this way before. Travel through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me. Cause I know life took a hold on. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a break with no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games get played, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. It's fight for millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. But much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it tonight. Oh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn to develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the rope. She fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. Or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going battle and fight this final round. Life's a break with no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games get played, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share all that I have and give to those in need. So we're gonna win this battle, fight that disease. No one can support you, believe that's plenty of. We got to be open door. I love you.
Great job.
Yay.
Oh my God.
Cancer is killing, millions and millions of people. Me and my team, along with Sam Watson and his team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before. Travel through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me. Cause I know life took a hold This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a break with no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games we play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's only what you do. Some things you gotta do. It's like the millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. With much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it to life. For the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm A6. Learn and develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing in competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lacking. Or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, give in some way. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back soon and fight this final round. Life's a fight for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games we play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, it's only what you do, some things you gotta do, I'm gonna share all that I have and give to those in need. So we're gonna win this battle, fight that disease. No one can support children leading hearts that's young. We got to keep it open. I love you. Yay.
Cancer is killing, millions and millions of people. Me and my team, along with Sam Watson and his team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I've come this way before, traveled through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm offbeat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know life took a hold on. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a break for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games we play, can't take it
Personal.
Cause the devil is a lie. Hey, I'm telling you the truth. Hey, JP, Ira JQ, what it do? What it do? Big homie Coop, Keno, Supreme Tax, Larry Turd. That's funny. That's funny. Big homie. This appreciate you, Andrew. Mr. Charismatic, Corey Yellowman, what's up? And welcome back, man. Harvey, B Rob, what's up? Jelane, Adolfo, J2, Don, appreciate you coming in. We're gonna play this trailer and keep it going. I got a short show tonight, you know what I mean? So we're gonna play this trailer. I'm gonna get out of here at about 9 o'clock tonight. So we're gonna play this trailer and keep it pushing. Can y'all see it? Oh, y'all can't see it. Y'all can't see it. There we go. There we go.
You're watching America This Morning, America's #1 early morning news.
Time after time after time, we are watching murderers go free. They hide behind their badges, they hide behind their white privilege, and they use the excuse that they fear for their lives to murder our young people in cold blood.
It's done.
Ex, my brother.
No, don't think about it.
All you self-righteous assholes do is march and destroy your communities. Killing me won't change a goddamn thing.
It's a lot different with a strong black man standing in front.
Boom, boom. Yay, welcome to the show, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Go click the link, man. Y'all need help? Do y'all need a little help? If y'all need a little help, just say so, man, and we gonna get it popping. You know what I mean? And here's the link. Oh man, I got a hater in here, man. Let's just get him out of here. Oh man, I'm gonna just block you. Just go on with your life, man. Anyways, man, I appreciate you guys coming in here, man. Yeah, man, where we at? Hey, Miss Bird. Hey, Miss Bird. Hey, Miss Bird. We in the building. So we had a pretty festive weekend. It was a great boxing came through. Boxing, Eddie Hearn, and I thought I didn't watch it. Like I told you guys, I went to the movies to watch a Marcus Garvey documentary. And so I missed the women's fight, but I heard it lived up to the billing and is the leading candidate for fight of the year. So I hadn't had a chance to watch it because I will at some point. I'm probably not gonna watch it, but I'll just live through you guys' comments and your energy. And Ammo Williams put down a demo. You know what I mean? What's up, LaRon? And you know, I didn't expect that to happen, man. I really thought, Mr. Berryhill, that Mr. Booker would put up a formidable foe, but he wasn't. And there you have it. And very impressed. Ammo Williams, I think, has basically thrusted himself in the top 15, top 10 of anybody's sanctioning bodies. And I think he may be 1 or 2 fights away from a title eliminator, maybe. And I think Triple G is going to relinquish his belts I think he's going to fight Canelo and retire, assuming Canelo wins this Saturday. And but did y'all get excited for Ammo Williams? I did. And you guys know I'm always excited for Keyshawn Davis. You know, he's from where my family originated from. So I can't wait to see him. You know, I mean, thoroughly can't wait to see him. And yeah, I'm excited. Keyshawn Davis put up a performance. I thought Ammo Williams put down a demo. Keyshawn Davis, spectacular performance. And who else fought? I didn't watch the Jesse Vargas fight. You just made a highlight. That's dope. Put it in the chat, man, so people can watch it. And who else? Who else? Oh, Shakur Stevenson. I like that fight.
I really like that fight. I'll say this. Now you see the differences between a mature fighter and a fighter that's coming up. Shakur Stevenson was completely dominant. There's no adjective that you can't use to describe his performance. But when you look at how dominant like a Terrence Crawford is and a not Sean Porter, Errol Spence, you can see the differences in mindsets. Like, I got to get these people out of here because I know I get this man out of here, the more money I can make, the more potentially star power I get, you know. And Earl thought, I'm not saying Earl thought that, but that was his expectations. You understand what I'm saying? That was his expectation. And he did it. I thought Shakur Stevenson should have put him away. And then through the 9th through the 11th round, I thought he had a chance to really, really hurt that kid and make him not quit, but make him curl up, kind of like Ugas did, you know, and have his corner consider stopping it. And it is what it is, you know, but I was thoroughly impressed with the young man. What I was not impressed with, what I was not disgusting was, and I'm going to show you this video, not of the brawl, but of the people that had to stop the brawl. It was like a platoon of white police officers that had to go in there and separate black people. And I don't really, Latino, whatever it was. The irony of this whole situation is when black people get on black people, these white cops come in and save us. It's let me find this shit because I saw it. And I thought it was so much symmetry in it, you know what I mean, as it pertains to our conversation. You got Shakur coming out, you know what I mean, you got like a little kid holding him, I don't know, maybe a smaller gentleman holding about my size, holding him back. And you have his friends and family, his corral, being a little bit overzealous, as well as we can say about the security, because I've seen that situation play out 1,000 times, right? Maybe 150 times to be exact, right? Where the winning fighters team feels entitled, feels really, really entitled, right? So when they fighter wins, they believe that they own everything that's attached to Shakur Stevenson. So they believe they have the right to move how they want, say what they want, be what they want. And the flip side of that is the security personnel is always entitled. You understand what I'm saying? So you got two forces who feels entitled, right? And when you go up against security forces, you're going to lose ultimately. I mean, you're going to win the battle. You could beat them up, you can do it, but you're definitely going to lose the war. You understand what I'm saying? But I saw this visual. It was on Instagram. Somebody sent it to me, but I saw it on YouTube. It was a YouTube link. Hopefully it's still in my fucking history. Come on, be in my history. Someone sent it to me. History. Please be in my history. Yep, here it is in my history. Yep, I got it. Look at this visual. I'm gonna play it right here. This is the story. Oh, it's Lalo's Boxing. So I don't know who that is. I've heard of him, but I've never met him, I don't think. But here, look at this video. Look at this visual. Look at this platoon of officers that went in there that had to separate black people from black people. I'm not accusing people who's right and who's wrong, but this is what happens in America. This is what America is. Let me play it. Yeah, I don't think I need to play it, but it's basically 6 to 8 cops walking away. All white. Look. That's all I wanted y'all to see, because I don't know the young man. and it's on Lalo's Boxing. I've heard of him, but I don't know him personally. So that's what we act ignorant, whether it's the security officers or whether it's Shakur Stevenson's team. I'm blaming everybody because the security should have used his dialogue, right? Should have dialogue. You know what I mean? What's up, Judah? And I appreciate you. And so someone should have stepped in from the security team. So you got ignorance on one side, you got ignorance and entitlement on one side, ignorance and entitlement on the other side, and they clash. And now we got a brawl. Shakur Stevenson just put on a Floyd Mayweather-like performance against what's the guy's name? You got Baby Nuts. It was like one of them performances. What was his name, man? Robert Guerrero. You know what I mean? It was similar to a performance like that. And a beautiful performance, man. Some of the best. That should have been the story. At the end of the night, the story was Shakur Stevenson gets into a brawl, and there you have it. You know what I mean? And that's basically it, man. And I think it's not that I think, but we got to keep the main thing. It's Shakur Stevenson's night, and I believe we got to act accordingly. You know, the same thing we said about the Charlos. It's Errol Spence night. We got to act accordingly. You know, get out of his way and let him enjoy his night. You know, and you know what was beautiful about the Danny Garcia Errol Spence fight? At the end of that fight, you go back and watch the end of it. They were yelling and getting into it. Errol Spence leant over the ring apron and said, "Yo, cut that out." I don't know who he was talking to, but obviously it was some of his team because obviously Terrence Crawford was there. And but that's the way it should be, man. Like the next fight I go to, I'm taking Lincoln to, right? It'll probably be a local fight. You know, we'll build up to getting on the plane. But I don't want my child to see that. You know what I mean? I really, really don't. I'm not interested in my child seeing stuff like that. Yes, I grew up around it. I'm not afraid. Yes, all the above, but I do believe prevention is better than a cure. So Frederick's gonna find a way to get the hell out of there. That's just the truth. I'm just gonna find my little hole, my little nook, and get the hell out of there. I don't care who won, what's it about. I just want to be safe. And I posted today, when two people are arguing from a distance, no one knows who's the fool. And at the end of the day, no one truly knows how it started, but we know how it ended, right? And how it ended was majority white police officers had to go in there and separate two minority groups from going at one another. The security personnel and Shakur Stevenson's personnel. I don't want to be heavy on one side or nothing like that. I'm just talking about the whole thing because I wasn't there. I didn't see it. It would be pure speculatory if I said, oh, it was the security team's fault. It was Shakur Stevenson's fault. I don't know. But I just know on a night like that, Shakur Stevenson deserves that much respect where we find a way to keep the peace. That's it. Sometimes it's more challenging than others, but it shouldn't turn into a brawl. You know what I mean? It shouldn't turn into a brawl. You know what I mean? Because if a woman gets in a man's face, the woman becomes a man. I'm just keeping it a buck. That's just the reality of these streets, because in real life, you have to eliminate the threat. You don't know if she has mace, a knife, or a gun. You have to eliminate the threat. And I don't know what happened, but I heard names. I'm just advising women. A man has to eliminate the threat. He doesn't know if you have a gun in your purse or in your pocket or mace or pepper spray. He has to eliminate you. And men who were taught, and most men are taught that. I'm going to teach Lincoln that, to eliminate the threat. If you feel threatened, and you feel your life is in danger, eliminate the threat. Now, if you have the opportunity to walk away, but if there's 4 women ganging up on you and you have nowhere to run, you have to defend yourself. And I heard a lot of women's names, his sister, his mom, and all that stuff. Women got to understand something. Men like masculine men have to eliminate the threat. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of it. So in a position like that, if a man feels threatened by his life, he has to defend himself, and vice versa. If 4 women are feeling threatened by one man, you eliminate that fucking threat and you beat his ass. Same thing holds true. So that's my stance on that. I'm opening up these phone lines. I thought Shakur was exceptional. I'm excited to see him again. I heard Oshaki Foster in the chat is his mandatory. That is a hell of a fight. I remember Bob said, "Who's that?" You know what I'm saying? Who's that? And well, if y'all need help, you know what I mean? If y'all need help, click that link. You can go you can definitely go pre-order the film. And if you guys want to beam in, feel free to beam in. But Ammo Williams was definitely impressive. I'm happy for him. I'm really, really looking forward to his next fight. Shout out to Eddie Hearn and Jake Paul. Oh, they ran the numbers up yesterday. Oh man, they hit the code. What is that code? The Omega code. What is that code? The Magna Carta, Magna code? I don't know, something. It's a movie too. But they hit the jackpot last night. Oh, they hit the jackpot. If you don't think they coming back with a part 2, you crazy. Oh, you crazy. Sold out? Madison Square Garden. Dude, you know how hard it is to sell out Madison Square Garden? You know how hard it is to sell out anything in New York? Ah, this is a hater. I don't want to start the show with a hater. I don't feel like starting the show with a hater. Be second. I'll let you beam in second and call in second and third, but not first. But wow. It is so hard to sell out in New York and LA. It is so hard to sell. I'm going to give you guys an example. Friday night in LA. Here's what we had Friday night in LA. We had Dave Chappelle at the Hollywood Bowl, right? And at the Los Angeles Forum, we had Maxwell and Anthony Hamilton. You know how challenging it is in these major cities to sell out? Sheesh. And you got major league teams. The Mets are in first place. Man, I'm just saying. Hey, what's up, Ben Israel?
Shalom, Fred. Hey, Fred.
Hey.
Well, I'm proud of you, my G. A million on YouTube, Fred.
No, I ain't made
you
a
did
million.
A million, Fred.
Not on YouTube, but yeah, a million.
Hey, man, I had my pencil and paper out, Fred. I'm proud of you, my G.
Oh, thank you. That's love.
Man,
appreciate it.
I told you all the shit. Fuck the haters and shit.
No,
At the end of the day, we going to the bank, Fred.
Gotcha.
Huh?
Gotcha.
Hey, shit. I got my pencil and paper. I just called in to be me to tell you, man. Hey, you had me all like shit. I'm doing something fucked up.
No, it's just consistency, man. And if you follow me on Instagram, y'all, I done gave about 20 or 30 stocks that fucking just hit. I mean, oh my God. It's up to you how much you want to put on it, but you know, I mean, that's what I do. That's what I do.
I commend you again, Fred, for doing this shit. Mm-hmm. I'm on Instagram with you because I was like, damn, I thought I was doing something, Fred. You did that shit. I said, I'm fucked up, Fred.
Nah,
I'm fucking it up.
Be inspired. You should be inspired that a little black boy Fred has average intellect, but yet have great common sense. You know what I mean? And that has I think I have some of the highest personal accountability ever, you know, and that simply did that, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. So, and so that's what.
Hey, but then again, big up to Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah, absolutely.
For unifying that WBC, that WBO junior lightweight, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where he go from here, Fred? Where you think Shakur go from here, Fred?
he better go to a money fight. He need to jump right back into a money fight. Fuck the mandatories. Jump into a money fight. Whoever that money fight is, because he's not popular enough to go get a mandatory. You know, I mean, he's not popular enough. If he wants to be a superstar, whoever the next guy is, go get him. Don't wait. I don't care if he's at 130 or 135. Go get him. Go a major fight where you can get 10 to 12,000 people in the arena, maybe a sellout, and that will propel you, you know. And he got to make it the next time he fights, he has to make it an event. You know, I mean, he got to start his. He personally has to start his promotion sooner, and he needs not to hide this week. For the next 3 weeks, he needs to be at all these fights so he can get all the interviews. And 2, he needs to do all these platforms. He needs to go on ESPN all the way down to the barbershop. He needs to spend 10 minutes with everybody.
WBA and IBF, you think that's the biggest paycheck for him, though, Fred?
No, I think the person is, not the belts. The belts ain't gonna make the money.
Well, who's the biggest draw? Tank at 135 now.
There it is. There it is.
So step up.
Yeah.
Step up again.
Yeah, or he can fight like a Gary Russell. That's a big fight. That'll definitely help his profile, assuming he wins. So you got a few choices. You got Gary Russell. You got Devin Haney, but Devin Haney's tied up for 6 months. You have Ryan Garcia. You have who else can help him out? Who's that 135? I miss Tank Davis. And anybody else over there? Who else?
At 135, I would say if you push Ryan, they protecting Ryan right now, though, Fred.
Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna let Ryan fight a person like Shakur right now. But then if you look at 135, the only person available right now, if you push the Rolly fight out the way, would be Tank. I mean, you said Devin tied up for 6 months. I think it's about a year or two, Fred.
Yeah, he might be. Yeah, because he got 3 fights. Leo Santa Cruz will help his profile. Yeah. Leo Santa Loma will help his profile. Don't go if I'm managing him, don't go after the belts. Nah, go after the person.
Not undisputed at 130, Fred. Don't do that.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that undisputed shit. It's not gonna help your profile. At the end of the day, I don't think undisputed helps Devin Haney's profile like as we think is going to help him. I don't think it's going to do that. I think it's going to help him from a historical perspective, but it ain't going to thrust him to a whole nother stratosphere. He's going to go up because he's going to get the international flavor, but he's tied into a contract. When you're tied into a contract, your celebrityism is kind of curated. You know, they don't want you to get too big because they got to pay you big. They want you to stay in the pocket in which they can afford you, right? And so I don't think Top Rank wants Devin Haney to be a megastar. Nah, they don't want that shit. Nah, they don't.
Yeah, he beat George Camboso ass down there in Australia, boy. It's like it or not, it is what it is.
It's gonna help him. It's definitely gonna
blow
boost
away
his
from
profile.
that. But then when you say Shakur, he shouldn't reach for undisputed right now, but it will help his legacy though right now, though, Fred. You don't think?
Fuck that shit. Nah,
I mean, he's young. He can get the bag eventually though, Fred. At 23 though.
You can't play. You can't fuck with your time. Nah. They said the same thing about Andre Berto, Victor Ortiz, Samuel Peters, Jeff Lacey. Who else? The 175 guy that Andre Ward destroyed. You know, there's so many stories out there that, oh man, we just gonna take our time with him. No, he's not hot. He's at the beginning stage of warm. And he needs to be warm, just like Devin Haney. So if I'm Devin Haney and Shakur, I'm like, dude, let's make this fight. Let's make this fight. Let's do the same thing Errol and Terrence are doing. Let's make this fight. Let's do it. You want to do it? Let's do it. But we're not smart enough to do that. We're not smart. Our egos are too big. Our egos are too big. oh, he's my friend. No, we're business partners. I don't think we're smart enough to do that, because it didn't happen with what's the guy's name, with Gary and Devin. It didn't happen. And it didn't happen with Devin and Tank. It didn't happen with Shakur and Gary and Tank. All them great black fighters in that region should dominate that region, but they don't want to.
But you know, Gary, my homeboy, but it's enough of that capping shit though, Fred. The man done called out 5 peoples and ain't fought none of them motherfuckers. It's enough of that shit. If you're a prize fighter, bro,
you're missing what I'm saying. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about them.
If we want to make the big fights, it's on him too. We got to hold him accountable too, though.
Are you listening to me? Are you just talking?
Every word.
I said I'm blaming all of them as a collective. I'm not excluding Gary. I said all of them. They can dominate between 130 and 140. They can even fight at catch weights and not pay sanctioning fees. Fuck them. It's gonna sell out no matter what.
You just put me up on something, Fred. I gotta catch you. That ain't go over my head. So when you fight at catch weight, you don't have to pay sanctioning fees?
You're not fighting for a belt?
Damn.
Fight at 137. Non-title fight, 137.
No sanctioning fees.
No sanctioning fees.
Damn. Hey, but shalom, Fred, though. Thank you for allowing me on the platform again for just, sharing that great knowledge of the great Fred Hawthorne.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm put my pen and paper with that $1 million, Fred. Next year, you said by the time you turn 50, you need about 20.
I'm gonna be worth more than that.
Hey man, Fred, I'm on your neck, man. I gotta do my push-up, my G. Thank you again, though, Fred.
All right, peace.
Peace.
All right, one. What up, man?
Fred, what's going on, brother? Can you hear me?
I'm great. We great. We hear you, man. We hear you extra well.
Oh man, my volume like that? My bad, bro.
I'll turn you down. You can just keep your volume where you want. Go ahead.
Appreciate it, man. Great week of fights, man. Fantastic week of fights.
Shout out the box.
Man, shout out the box, man. April has been amazing. This year, it looks like it's going to be building up to be a spectacular year for the sport. And man, much love to Jake Paul, to Eddie Hearns, to Amanda Serrano, to Katie Taylor. You know what I'm saying? They showed out, man. They showed out in New York. I didn't have a chance to go, but I got a chance to watch it. And man, just seeing the crowd, just seeing the atmosphere, man, it gave me chills, man. Mm-hmm. And I thought that just was, even after the fight, I had it a draw, but I wasn't mad at the overall. I wasn't mad at Katie Taylor getting the W. I thought it was a lot of close rounds, but just the love that they even showed after the fight, how they bigged each other up and saying, we're doing this for the sport. And man, it was really nice to see, man. I was really proud of the sport, you know what I'm saying, for the eyes that was on that fight. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, it gave me so many chills, bro. It just made me that much more excited. Shout out to Celarus, if I say her name wrong, sorry, but Elaine, whatever. And then Cruz Dezern, you know what I'm saying? She became undisputed as well.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, man. She's worked hard for it. She done fought a lot of good. She fights the best, you know what I'm saying? And so, man, much love to her as well. Just proud of what they were able to accomplish. Shout out to Valdez and Shakur. I thought Valdez, he came in with a lot of heart. It just was a bad style matchup for him. But I kind of expected that as well. But yeah, man. And then shout out to the young brothers, man. The young brothers on the card, man. They showed out as well. Everybody was knocking somebody out this weekend, it seems like. So, man, and shout out to you, Fred, man, for the platform, always showing love, man. And that's all I wanted to touch on. I thought it was an amazing week of fights, man. And just wanted to definitely give up that credit to what we saw with the women's side of the sport, man. So we got to show them love, man. That was amazing. That was amazing.
I'm gonna agree with you, and I'm gonna talk about Sean Cruz Dezern in a second.
Okay. But salute to you, Fred, man. I'm jumping back in the chat. I just want to hop on and say those few words right there and give everybody their flowers, man. It was an amazing week.
It definitely was, for sure.
All right, man. I talk to you next time.
All right, peace, dog. Yeah, it definitely was a great week of boxing. And yeah, man, it was. Franchon DAZN Cruz. I caught 2 or 3 rounds of that fight. I didn't know where I was in the fight, but I knew it was like at least round 5 because the DAZN Cruz was a little bit more flat-footed and a little winded. But what a fight that was, right? The 3 rounds that I saw, because when the fight ended, I was like, oh, the fight has ended, because I couldn't see it, because I was I couldn't see the rounds, Oh, I was on Money Brown. That's why I caught Money Brown stream. So if you guys are in traffic or at your son's game, daughter's recital, son's recital, go to Money Brown on Instagram and he streams the fights live. Okay. And that's how I was able to watch it. And spectacular performance by her. Way to hold on. Man, I give her immense credit. Oh, man. I would like for her to get in better shape. I think genetically she's better than that. I would love for her to commit. And I know it's tough because the girls don't make a lot of money, so she probably has another job as well. So I know it's more challenging because the financial backing just isn't there for women's boxing. But hopefully she can make enough money where she can. I'm just pure speculating. I don't know her financials, but maybe because she hasn't fought in a minute, right? Maybe at some point boxing can sustain her so she can support. Because I think she's I think she's talented. And I think maybe she gets in her way with not a full camp, because her midsection was kind of round a little bit, you know what I mean? But when she throws punches, she looks athletic, you know what I mean? Like, so I think if she really, 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 really had, we got a hater in here. Oh my God. I didn't know I can block y'all from this point. So boom. I didn't know I could do that from this platform, but I'm definitely gonna start doing it. It's Velveeta versus Cheddar. When Havana cooks much better. So that's kind of where I'm at with that, man. And I can't wait. I'm excited for her next fight. I'm not gonna promise you I will watch, but I'll support her. But what a performance she put on. And the main event, right? The main event lived up to the hype. Some people say it was a robbery. I don't know. I didn't see it. But the phone lines are open, so feel free. And man, Jake Paul and you guys know I don't really care for Eddie Hearn at all. Don't care. I'll never call him a great person or anything like that. But from a business perspective, they did a hell of a job last night. The main event did 750. The main event, she got paid $750,000, and the other young lady got paid $1.25 million. That's a $2 million main event. I'm gonna help you guys understand this. The male fighter gets paid $3 million for a main event. You get what I'm saying? They got $2 million for one fight as a main event and sold it out. Yo, they running this shit right back. I'm telling you, they running this shit right back. And I'll be here for it. You know what I mean? I'll definitely be here for it. And I'm definitely gonna watch the next fight. Definitely gonna watch, because it lived up to the last one. What's up, KB? What's up, KB?
What up, Fred?
Hey, how you feel?
Can you hear me all right?
I'm gonna turn you up. Yep, I hear you.
Okay, cool. I'm over here driving. Man, but yo, that damn Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano fight, yo, that was a good ass fight, yo. Yeah. Like, I wasn't really expecting for it to like be that good. Like, but it was a damn good fight. Like, they had put on the show, like, for real. But on the Shakur Stevenson fight, I thought that it was a good fight, but man, like I don't know, it just got like boring to me. Just like whatever, like just like whatever tours. Damn, this road closed. Yeah, fuck. My bad. But anyways, it just got like boring to me after a while, bro, because it was just domination, bro. Like it was like I was like, damn, like shit. I thought that Oscar Valdez that he was gonna put up a little better effort than that though. But I mean, it was good for what it was. You know what I mean? But yeah. Did
You leaving? Just like that. All right, KB. I know you I know you swerving through traffic right now, but yeah, man. Rolly doing lives drunk. Oh my gosh, what an idiot! For real, Brian. Damn, that's awful. That's stupidity. Like, it's funny how if I say something, here's what stupid people do. Right? If I say a black person did something wrong, they always send me something where a white person gets away with it. I don't give a flying fuck. Wrong is wrong and right is right. If Roey is on the live drunk, it's fucking disgusting. If a black fighter is on it, a white fighter is on it drunk, it's disgusting. I don't care if they get away with it or don't get away with it. So if they get away with it, you gonna invite them to Thanksgiving dinner? Shit. You know what I mean? Like, man, it is what it is, man. I think we want to protect the people we love. I know I know that's new. What's up, Sin City? Appreciate you coming. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Totally appreciate you. 972. What's up? $972.
What's going on, Fred?
Hey, how you feel?
I'm all right, man. Man, you said Rolly on that E&J, huh?
I missed it. I haven't seen it yet, but it's disgusting. It's disgusting if he is. It's disgusting.
I haven't seen it yet either, but if there's any truth behind that, and I could kind of see it, man, because if I had the skill set that Rolly had, and you telling me I got to step in the ring with Tank Davis in less than 30 days, yeah, I might need a little bit of liquid courage too.
Damn.
Oh, man, that's crazy. But I don't want to take up too much time, Fred, but real quick on the Serrano-Taylor, in my opinion, it was a close fight, but in my opinion, I thought Serrano did enough to win. If you go back and look at the highlights, Fred, Katie Taylor could barely stand on her feet some rounds. Some rounds, she was just wobbling all over the ring. She did have some success towards the end, but I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to see her clearly winning that fight. So you're right. They're probably going to run that right back.
Fuck yeah.
Then as far as Shakur Valdez, I'm going to tell you what I think about the fight, and then just a quick side note. So, excuse me, I'm walking the dog again. Of course, it was domination. I think we all knew that's what was going to happen. And one thing that I found funny, did you ever see how Bob Arum didn't take part in the weigh-in, how he walked off stage?
I heard Shakur Stevenson say you should have been up here. You know, I did.
Yeah,
hear that part.
Bob didn't take part in the weigh-in.
Sure.
And I can't just say for sure, but in my opinion, I think he didn't take part in it because, and this is also my opinion, but once Terrence filed that lawsuit for, I believe it was racial discrimination or something, and once Terrence filed that lawsuit, that in turn kind of put the gears in motion to make Shakur Valdez. Otherwise, he could have turned around and used Shakur as a prime example of a career being held up. So, with that said, in my opinion, he didn't take part in it because he knew he was basically using Valdez as a sacrificial lamb, you could say. And Valdez's name, obviously, after taking a loss, was not going to be the same, so he couldn't market him the same. Therefore, he wouldn't make the same amount of money off of Valdez. So now Shakur, he has to promote Shakur in a different way. I don't know. It's just my opinion, though, Fred. I don't want to take up too much time, though, man. Thank you for taking my call.
Appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll ask Bob next time I interview him. You know, I was gonna call him today, but I stepped out.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I had to go to
straight from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, I had to go to a birthday party today, and I was on full-time daddy duty today. We had a Spider-Man birthday party to attend, so I was there. And
hey, those be the best days, man.
Best days, you know what I mean? Best days. The kids had a great time, so it is what it is.
Oh yeah, I'm back in the chat, Fred.
Appreciate you.
Oh yeah.
All right, one. And I wasn't there, and if Kyle come in early enough, he can share his perspective. But I heard there was a lot of boos. Shit, what the fuck you expect? You know what I mean? Shit is gonna be boos. If Shakur Stevenson wanted cheers, he got to be a big enough star and take that shit to New Jersey. You know what I mean? 202, what's up? Anywhere on the left coast, you getting booed if you black. What's up, 202? Now unless you're Earl Spence.
What's up, Fred? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling good, man. What's up?
You gotta be feeling good, Fred. Listen, boxing. Look, I'm glad we as boxing fans aren't complaining about the fights we're getting, the fighters right now, because we've been getting some great matchups. The best versus the best. Yeah. The number 2 versus number 3s. Number 4s versus number 6s. This is what we want. This is what we look forward to when it's Saturday night, when we took care of all our business early Saturday morning. You know, we go out with the kids to the park, go to an event with our children, or go to some shindig, a quick shindig, or get a nice bite to eat at a breakfast place, and then it's time. It's time. The fight is here. You know, I love Shakur Stevenson. He's a great fighter. He showed that against Oscar Valdez, man. We all knew what was going to happen. Oscar Valdez just simply doesn't have the ability. It's not just the coaching, but it's the ability. He don't have the size, the pedigree, the ability, the ring IQ. You know, all he has was a puncher's chance. And he's a really good fighter too, Fred. Oscar Valdez is a really good fighter, but it shows you how great Shakur Stevenson is. And I think Oscar Valdez will become a champion again. I think he'll become a champ.
Oh, for sure, he will.
So people need to look at styles make fights. Shakur has a multitude of styles he can use. I've seen him fight on the inside. I've seen him fight on the outside. I've seen him when he wanted to stink up the place, he could, and make it a very easy night for him and a very boring night for fans. But that's just great how great of a fighter is. George Foreman once said that boxing is like jazz. The better it is, the less appreciation it gets. So, and Shakur is the epitome of that. You know, I just want to shout him out for such a fantastic, virtuoso performance. With that performance, I have him number 10 on my pound for pound list, probably number 9 as well. I think he needs to move up to 135. There's no one at 130 that can challenge him. I don't see Robson Conceiao that can challenge him. I don't think the IBF champ Kinchi Ogawa can challenge him. I don't think Roger Gutierrez, the WBA champion, is going to challenge him. The only person that maybe if could have was Colbert, but I don't know. He just lost to a late replacement, so we don't know. But yeah, his bet, he needs to move up to 135. I hope he gets a homecoming fight with them belts. Get one homecoming fight at 130, then move up. That's what I think, and he'll get all the fights he wants at 135 and maybe at 140. So I just want to give that brother a great shout out for a great performance. A lot of people didn't like it because they felt it was boring, but that's what great fighters do, man. When the guy's now on his level, he either knocks him out or shuts him down.
Facts.
So, but now the Taylor versus Serrano fight. My goodness, Fred. When I say that fight exceeded all hype, it exceeded everything. All the people who used to shit on women's boxing, or still do, unfortunately, they need to shut the fuck up and give these women a round of applause because they put on one of the best fights you'll ever see between a man or a woman. No matter what. I've seen some boring ass men's fights, Fred. Some boring fights.
Yeah.
Some shit fights. This Taylor versus Serrano fight shits on a lot of those type of fights.
Right.
You know, and you know, don't get me started on some other shit, but I'm not gonna get to go there. The woman, they showed guts, heart, they were skills, People can't say women boxers aren't skilled. There was some skills. They showed determination. It had everything except for a knockdown or a knockout. That's it. They need 3-minute rounds. They need 12 rounds, 3 minutes. In the UFC and MMA, them women fight with the same 4-ounce gloves as men. They fight the same amount of rounds. It's a disgrace that Mauricio Fullerman is one of the spear leading head guys who refuse to allow women fight with 3-minute rounds or 12 rounds. He needs to get the fuck out of here with that shit, because I can assure you, Fred, if women's boxing pops off and everyone starts to invest, a lot of people start enjoying it more, he's going to change his fucking stance. That piece of shit is going to change his stance and allow it, because he's going to know it's going to make money. But that was a classic fight, Fred. Both women showed everything. Katie Taylor, I thought, edged the fight. She edged it. I thought her hooks, her right hand was the difference. She landed the cleaner shots, but Serrano landed the more damaging, effective shots. She had Katie Taylor out on her feet in the 5th, and she had her out on her feet in the last round when they were exchanging. I think in the rematch, it probably does favor Serrano, because of the fact she knows she can hurt her, and she knows she just has to do a bit more, and she wins. She does a bit more, and she wins. That's it. Katie Taylor cannot get in no fight with Serrano. It showed in that fight. Whenever they exchange, the punches from Serrano was bothering Katie Taylor. The body shot, especially the body shot. You could tell the way Katie Taylor was tucking her stomach in, backing up a lot. She did not want no body shot. And when they got into an exchange, Katie Taylor either moved or she clinched her. And I could tell you right now, Serrano's trainers probably gonna be looking at that like, look, when she clinks you, you need to back up and push her off, because all she's doing is smothering you so you can't get off any punches. That's all she's doing. But hats off to both women. I think they became Hall of Famers, in my opinion, because of the atmosphere. It felt like a mega fight. It felt like I should have been there. I mean, I'm sorry. They did a great job with everything. The undercard was good. Shout out to Franchon Cruz-Dezurn. She's the undisputed super middleweight champion. She beat that girl ass like that girl stole something from her or tried to cheat on her with her man or something. She did her thing. Shout out to Barry Hunter. They did a great job. I think women's boxers should be proud, because I think this helped them a lot. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Oh, very much so. Very, very much so. And like I said, I went to the movies instead of watching the fight. So now when they announced the second fight, I'm going to be watching,
Yeah. A lot of people, Fred. I got people who don't even, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be honest. I mean, that's just who they are. They think women's boxing shouldn't be existed. They don't understand why women fight. They don't get it. They should just do other things like, I'm going to be honest, that's just their opinion. They feel like they should go model, maybe be a businesswoman, maybe own a company. They just don't understand it. Why get into a fight into the fight game when it's so ruthless and it's so corrupt? But they heard of this fight, they watched the fight, and they said they want to watch this again. They want to see them go at it again. That's big from people who don't look at women's boxing as something that's a good thing. This Taylor versus Serrano 2 is one of the biggest fights in boxing now. And that's a huge thing to say for a women's fight. No one didn't want to watch women's fight. They didn't think they could sell. They sold out.
Yeah.
And I have confirmation from people who are from there that said that the comp tickets they gave out, it wasn't as much as people think.
They'll tell us.
But no, it wasn't as much. So most fights, their comp tickets percentage is like, what, 40%? Maybe even half. Maybe 60. But I don't know. I just think that this helped women's boxing a lot. I think it helped push the envelope. I think we're going to see a lot of good women fighters get into boxing, and that's going to help the sport out as a whole, because I feel like what women outnumber us for 10-1 or 5-10 or something like that, 10-5.
So 2-1.
Yeah, but so I can't wait to see the fight again. It's going to be a big fight. Like wherever they fight, I'm going to watch it for sure. Now, Errol Spence turns Crawford, man. Get that deal done. I think the trash talk was great. I would love to see them do a WWE thing where they both pop up on each other in person and record different interactions to help promote this fight. It's the biggest fight in boxing left, in my opinion. And they need to get it done. What do you think? Do you think they should just do some, you know how Shakur pulled up on Jamel Herring before they fought, stuff like that, like pull up on each other, do some type of skits or something? What do you think, Fred?
They need to stay in the public eye. I don't know how, but they need to stay in the public eye. That's what I would suggest.
Yeah, I agree. I think they need to take a page from. You saw with Taylor Serrano, they add that WWE mix to it, and that helped. A lot of wrestling fans now know who Taylor and Serrano is.
I heard.
They now know who they are, and they're going to be watching the next fight, especially if they fight each other. So I think these boxing promoters need to do what Eddie Hearn, or especially Jake Paul did, and get that WWE connect. I don't know why a lot of fights don't add that WWE connect. You know, a lot of wrestling fans actually do like combat sports. You know,
wrestling is a combat sport.
Yeah, it is a combat sport. So you would think they would link that more with the fights coming up, and just do more with it. Booker T is a legend, and he loves boxing.
Right, he does.
He's a fucking legend.
Right, he does.
I mean, so I don't know. Why do you think these promoters don't do that, Fred? Just call up WWE and say, "Hey, let's."
They're not typical promoters, but Jake Paul's youthful energy has definitely, it looked like in this fight, injected a lot of inspiration in Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, I don't know what people saying, like Crawford and Spence don't need to sell more, like, but they want to maximize their profit. Why? What business wouldn't want to try to sell more? You just want them to just go and train and not sell? Like, come on now. This is the biggest fight in boxing. This is the big enchilada, the big cheese, the big kahuna. What are they talking about, Fred? I don't know. But I'm going to get off because I know other people want to get off. Hey, shout out to Errol, Spence, Crawford, get that fight done. Taylor Serrano, y'all become pretty much Hall of Famers. That was a great, legendary type of fight, and the energy was massive. I can't wait for Taylor versus Serrano too. Shakur, you're a great fighter. Get that homecoming fight and move up. And shout out to the boxers that take risks, man. They're the real fighters that keep this sport going. I'm out for it.
Appreciate you. Yeah, Batman. What's up, man? It's a big week for you, man. Hey, I got Bivol, man, but what's up?
What's up with you? Well, I mean, I don't know if you've seen my show or not, but I happen to think Bivol got the best chance out of all of the people that's available.
Yeah.
I think he is the most well-rounded fighter of them all. And I think that's what beats Canelo. I don't think constant pressure beats Canelo. I don't think trying to be slick the full fight beats Canelo. I feel like you got to have a wide range of, things to, because if you're doing the same thing for too long, eventually he's going to catch on. He's going to start counting you. You got to be able to switch it up to beat Canelo. And out of the people that's available, I think B was the guy. So I wouldn't put it past it if he won it this week. But of course, I'm rocking with Canelo. Late rounds stoppage. But shit, fuck that. I'm calling to talk about the best fighter in boxing right now.
Who's that?
Shakur Stevenson, baby.
The best fighter in boxing, huh? Okay, let's run with it.
I'm saying that because I'm categorizing him at the age of, what is he, 23? I don't think I've seen a boxer that complete. This is me. And see Ray Leonard and all of them. I'm a little younger, so. But for me, he's the best boxer I've ever seen at this age. Most complete. That's what I mean. Like, really, really no weaknesses, man. Foot movement is second to none. Reflexes are second to none. Got the ability to be offensive and defensive at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Only thing he's lacking is that Tank Davis type of power, which I really don't think he needs. He got the skills to be able to frustrate these guys and make these guys look like shit. And the only thing I'm scared of is that he's so much better than a lot of these guys, the same way Floyd was. And it's going to get to a point where instead of giving him the credit that he deserves, they're going to start taking credit away from his competition. But he the best to me. I don't think none of these guys at 130 beat him. I don't think none of the guys at 135 beat him.
He a problem. He's very talented, very skilled, and I don't think he has I haven't seen the fourth and the fifth gear out of him when he has a wounded fighter in there. That's what I want to see. Errol did that. Crawford did that. Wilder does that. Fury does that. Canelo does that. Well, in his last two fights.
Last few fights,
so that's what I would want to see from Shakur, because I want him to maximize his profit margins.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying. To be that breakout star, you got to have some type of excitement.
Right.
You know, so I definitely get that. And like I said, to me, I think that may be his only weakness is, I don't know if it's just he hasn't grown into the strength yet, or maybe 130 is a weight class that he, you know, just like I think 35 is a weight. People say Devin got pillow hands, but I just think he's too big for 130 and he's draining himself. He's not getting his full potential at 135. And I think that could be the same for Shakur.
Right.
But man, as much as I'm a Canelo fan, this little motherfucker from up north, bro, I watch him and I just be amazed, bro, because I be looking at him and it's like, it's not just his skills, Fred. At 23,
right,
look how poised he is. Look how calm he is. Like he just, like when I look at Devin, I don't see that. Like I see a good fighter.
Well, but Devin uses his reflexes. Shakur uses his distance and intellect more than. But I'm not saying Devin doesn't have it more than Devin. You get what I'm saying?
So this is what I see. To me, I feel like Devin still fights like an amateur.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us how. I don't see that, but tell us.
So okay, you know the amateur system is a point system.
Oh, I get that. I get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
He has some of that in him. He has some of that in him.
He fights really, really fast. You know what I'm saying? Almost like
I get that.
Immaturely, like he's trying to show how much he can do in a certain amount of time, versus Shakur. It's like he almost understands. Like if you listen to Canelo talk about when he fought Floyd, it's like a lot of the shit that he knows now, as far as the experience, being patient, understanding not to rush certain things. To me, it seems like Shakur already has that. Like he already knows, like, okay, it's cool. He's gonna get off, in this round. But it just seemed more like he got a professional style to me. But man, amazing. He's amazing to me, bro. Like he's amazing. he's amazing to me, bro. The way he beat the shit out of that boy yesterday, and everybody was talking about Valdez was this and Valdez was that. He had Canelo. Reynoso can't get in that ring and fight, and neither can Canelo. You know. Best fighter in boxing, if you ask me, Fred. They let this motherfucker get 27.
It's a stretch.
They let this motherfucker get 27, Fred. It's gonna be a wrap.
Oh, he gonna get to 27, and he's slowing his life down. He got a girl now.
Yeah, they let this motherfucker get 27 and focus with the people that he got around him. They can cancel Christmas.
He's slowing to cancel Christmas. He's slowing his life around. He's slowing his life down. When you get a woman, you slow your life down and you become more focused on purpose and goals and family. And I'm really happy.
Like Errol. Just like Errol.
Yeah. Yep. I'm really happy for him because I'm tired of these motherfuckers having 3 kids with 3 baby mamas and 8 kids with 7 baby mamas, and that's cool. You know what I mean? I think that you're not giving your kids the chance that they need.
Right.
That's my perspective.
Yeah, I saw what people were saying, he was sharing his moment. He shouldn't have, like, bro, like that's what makes that man happy, and that's what's gonna make him go in the gym and put that work in and be motivated. And that's what he gotta do. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why I respect Errol so much, because he realized he was doing some shit wrong.
Yeah.
And it take a real man to understand. When you
I'm looking forward to having that conversation with him, because that's one of the reasons why I do this show is to hold me accountable. Because for shit, that's why I do the show.
It take a real man to
you gotta acknowledge your weaknesses.
Doing something wrong in order to fix them. Yep.
You gotta acknowledge your weaknesses for sure. Yep.
So Tank Davis, I don't see it. Can't beat this man.
Yeah.
You can't beat him. Because when I look at the Leo Santa Cruz fight, Tank, he's getting touched up. And I look at the Barrios fight, he's getting touched up. You're not going to get a comeback knockout on somebody that defensively sound.
Right.
Who can turn on the offense and turn on the defense simultaneously, and then understands that I'm in the fight with Tank and it's round 9 and I'm up 7 rounds to 2 or 7 rounds to 1. You're not going to beat him. It may not be cute, it may not be fan friendly, but you ain't going to beat him.
Right. I'm with you on it.
Yep. But shit, that's all. I just wanted to check in.
I appreciate
and
you.
talk about the best fighter in boxing. I'm the H money for I'm the H money for Shakur.
Oh man, we got a monster of a fight though. Like for real. Devin goes. I have Devin the favorite, and he goes and handle his business.
Yep.
Oh, we in business. You know what I mean? We in business. And
that's one thing I wanted to do is on my show. I talk shit about Bill and Devin, and saying that everybody's ducking, and they made me put my foot in my mouth, and they took that fight. And if Devin got a gauntlet to go through, but if he comes out unscathed, he gets 1,000% credit from me.
Oh yeah, he gets.
And that Shakur versus Devin fight would be the new Crawford versus Spence. And my money gonna still be on Shakur. My money still gonna be on Shakur.
That's fair.
Still gonna be on Shakur.
That's fair. And they should fight their way into that.
Yeah.
For sure.
And
if that's
they tried to,
let's make
it. They tried to talk it up last night, and I like Shakur's answer. I respect Devin, but if that's the fight we can make, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
And shit, if Shakur, Devin got 3 fights over there, so in 2 fights he has to fight George twice. If Shakur can somehow become undisputed within that time, and you got the 130 undisputed versus the 135,
for the entire landscape of boxing. Man, let me get out of here, man. I got Mex waiting. Get out of here, man.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
All right, peace. I gotta get out of here at 9, Mex. What's up, man?
Yo, what's good, Fred?
Hey, what's up? How you feel?
Hey, man. Hey, great weekend, man. Man.
Basketball, are you a basketball guy?
Hey, my team's out, so I don't really give a fuck no more.
Man, that fucking
I'll watch the finals.
That Memphis game. Sheesh. Hey, shout out to these promoters, man. I thought Bob and Eddie and Jake did a amazing job yesterday. And we got some hell of a runs this week. We got Eddie, and then we got Al on the 14th. And I don't know what's on the 21st, but we got Benavidez. That's a wash. But for the next 2 weeks, I think these promoters are trying to put their flag down. All yours.
Hey, with that sample size, though, is Jake Paul the best promoter in boxing right now?
No, he's the most philanthropic.
I feel like he's the one making everyone else step their game up at the same time, getting his fighters paid the most money, getting his fighters the most exposure they've ever had. Like, not a lot of people doing that shit for their fighters. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But either way, that fight was fucking fire. I'm going to have to watch it back because when I thought I had Serrano by a couple rounds, but she did kind of fade later, and Katie Taylor, did what she does, just grit and grind. So I'm not sure if that was a robbery. It could have been a draw. I don't think it was as wide as one of them judges had it in Taylor's favor. I didn't see that score. But, man, that's fight of the year. Yeah, and I don't even like women's sports.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I see Kyle out there politicking with the people. What?
Yeah, Kyle. I mean, I didn't see that fight. I mean, Shakur. I'm telling you, I like Keyshawn and Amo's performance. I really like their performances, man. Because I thought that Cordell was gonna. I thought Amo was inexperienced. I think he's a great athlete. I think he could be a free safety in the NFL. But I thought Cordell Booker with his amateur pedigree was going to give Amo problems.
Man, he didn't even look good at all, though.
But you got to give credit to the fighter.
It wasn't enough time for him to look good.
Yeah.
One round.
Yes. And I'm sitting there like, hold up. Can we get the round? Hold up. Like, I swear, I didn't even get comfortable in that fight because I'm thinking it's going 6 rounds, 7 rounds, 10 rounds, decision. So I'm literally like, I'm on my Cheez-It binge right now, right? So I'm doing Cheez-Its and orange juice right now, right? And so I'm eating my Cheez-Its. I swear to God, I see a hand through a rope. I ain't lying. I said, "Oh shit, man! I ain't even see the fight." So I had to go rewatch it. But I thought Cordell Booker should have tied his hand in the rope. You know what I mean? But he's not thinking. He's not in his right mind because he could have gave him 15 more seconds, right? Man, I can't get my hand out. I can't get my hand out, ref, because he was. But he had the chance to give him 15 more seconds. But yeah, they said he injured his ACL. Yeah, no. Ammo Williams injured his ACL. And I mean, it was just splendid. It was just a splendid performance by him. I thought Keyshawn Davis was great in that mid distance. I thought he was great, man. I'm being biased because he's from the Virginia area, so don't mind me.
Nah, they're gonna say you're being biased because he's a Bob fighter.
Friend of the program too.
Who?
Friend of the program.
Oh yeah, he came on one time for sure. Yeah, he was at the amateur. He was in the Colorado. Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, we definitely can get him back on at some point. My mind is just what's on? I didn't hear what you got to say, Max. Go ahead.
I'm kind of not as surprised as everyone else about Shakur because that's how I saw it going. I thought it was gonna be Mayweather Gotti. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so for everyone to be like, "Oh," it's like, bro, we knew it. Like, look at Valdez's last couple of fights, and now he's strictly drug tested, or the pressure's on him to not be dirty. It's like, yeah, what's this shit? He did more of this shit than fucking punching fucking Shakur.
Right.
Like, the fuck was that?
Right.
Like, I was actually surprised that toward the later rounds he didn't just say fuck it and just go in there and just try to chunk him. Like, fuck it, bite him, do something, bro. Like, goddamn.
Right.
It was like, fuck, man. Listen. Now that was the first Vegas fight that I felt like the energy was there. That was the first one.
Mm-hmm. You had a good time last night, huh?
That shit was crazy. It was crazy.
I'm glad you had a great time.
Listen, it's only gonna get better, man. You know, going to that fight was a great decision. You know, it was a hard decision to make, but it was a great decision that I made because.
Why, your family's listening? That's why you're saying that. But continue.
So what?
I said your family's listening. Okay.
No, but it opened up a lot of doors though last night.
Oh, go ahead. Feel free to share.
Well, so I met Jay Prince last night.
Oh, dope.
I'm so jealous.
I told you to come bring your ass, man. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you throw me in your suitcase, bro. Shit.
Listen, you don't need that much money, man. I'm telling you. People
I need more than I got.
Nah, man.
Rent is today.
Yeah, rent is today. Facts. Yeah.
So man, I met Jay Prince. So we got to talk about Troy Eyes and things like that. So I'm gonna build that to try to get him on my channel and shit like that. So built a relationship with him last night. Him and Willie D. So that was cool.
Oh, you met Willie D. That's great.
Yeah, we got to chop it up. I chopped up with Willie D for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, he seemed like a down to earth guy.
Yeah, talked to Jazz Prince. Talked to him for like 10 minutes.
His son. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. So you know. The politician it was in full effect last night, my boy.
Yeah. Facts.
Derek said what's up too.
Who?
Derek, the one that's always with Bob Arum, the black dude.
Oh yeah, Derek's my guy, man.
He said what's up.
Yeah,
I met Bob last night. Met him, got his number last night.
Oh, Bob gave you his number?
Not Bob, but
Derek. Derek is a good guy, but you can always, any number of mine is a number of yours. But Derek he don't get enough credit, man. He don't get enough credit for what he's done. But I'm gonna keep it a buck. Derek is really, it's not really. Bob is but he is like the massager because Bob doesn't really know shit in terms of us, right? So Derek is the guy that knows how to talk and do it. Anyways, man, we got 10 minutes, y'all. It's on y'all. We got 10 minutes, y'all. So I got to be out here at 9. Go ahead.
So check this out, Fred.
Yes.
I know you seen that town business photo.
Whatever you had on your stories, whatever I watched. So I'm proud of y'all.
You know, I met Dev, Bill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Bill.
Yeah,
I love Bill. We just don't agree on shit, but I love him. Love him to death. I just don't agree with him on shit. I'm glad he set opportunity to. I saw him on Champ Side too. I like when I see like y'all engaging. You know what I mean? Because I know I I was a part of the building process in that. You know what I mean? So it kind of makes me.
Let's just be honest about this whole thing, man.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you this. I'm out here famous out here in these streets, man. Listen to me.
Oh,
listen,
God.
Fred.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm just saying. We out here, cuz. Listen, Jesus Ramos was right next to me. Nobody gave a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. It was a cat I was with, Laylo. He got a Hispanic, she got a Mexican channel, so he got like all the Mexican shit. And you know I got the black shit. So all the Mexicans is running up to him, not giving a fuck about Jesus Ramos. All the black people are walking up to me, not giving a fuck about Jesus Ramos. This motherfucker right here. This nigga is a top prospect for PBC, and don't nobody give a fuck, bro. I mean, shit was wild as hell, and me and Lilo was just laughing because it was like, nigga, we just some fucking YouTubers, and we more famous than this nigga.
No, it's not just your YouTubers. You interact every day, and I understood that. Like, I knew I had made it, and I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell the story now. I don't give a fuck. I never said the fighter's name, but I remember standing next to Sean Porter. At the they got kicked out of that. PBC got kicked out of that hotel because they had a brawl. But what's the name of that? The Marriott on Adams in Brooklyn. I swear to God, about 15 fans came up to me. Man, I fuck with you, Fred. I'm like, dude, Sean is right here. Like, y'all need to holler at this nigga. Nah, you know what I mean? I'm keeping it a buck. I'm not lying, telling the God honest truth. And that inspired me to do my first meet and greet and stuff like that. And then that's when I knew. I was like, you interacting with the people every day, you have no idea what people are going through. You don't know their lives, you don't know their situation, but the fact that you come here for 2 hours and you get to interact, whether they agree or disagree. Even the haters, like the haters are locked in for 2 hours. You know what I mean? They locked in. They gonna listen. We are a part of their lives. That's it. They don't want us to go anywhere. They got to spill that energy somewhere. You know. So and that's what I knew. That's what I learned.
The shit still shocks me, bro. Still. That shit still crazy to me, man. Because, you know, it's kind of like how me and my wife is as far as your show, Fred. Like, when we first started, it's like they know how much we own the show, we listen to the show, we're part of the show. Where it's like, their wife is like, oh, he got to get a picture with you. Like, it's like, oh, shit. Like, I'm just like fucking, you know what I mean? I'm just a yes man for Fred, you know? And man, I got a lot of love yesterday, Fred. That shit was.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Damn, you Farnsworth Bentley out this motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm out here holding umbrellas and shit.
I know. DJ came on here to talk about that bare knuckle championship this past weekend. What's up, DJ?
What's up, DJ? We got 6 minutes, man. 6 minutes. We got 6 minutes. We got 6 minutes. Go ahead. Hey, I heard the New York energy was great too. Go ahead, DJ.
Yeah, I just want to, give props to Shakur Stevenson, man. What a great dog. And I hope everybody got what they wanted out the draft, because Philadelphia going to be what a Super Bowl
struggling
that next year.
Nah, we don't give a fuck about what you're saying.
You gotta
go. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Fucked up, DJ. You're fucked up.
All right, please.
That's some Alabama signals right there.
That's what happens, Alabama.
I thought that was my fucked up
in the boonies.
Hey, what you got, man?
Brother, what's that?
Blood. What's up, man?
Brother, you hear me?
Yeah, Kyle got that. Kyle got the Alabama Wi-Fi too. What's up?
What's going on, bro? Brother, I just want to say, I mean, in all honesty, bro, I really think when it's all said and done, that Shakur Stevenson will be the best fighter ever.
Damn.
Wow.
I mean, maybe not like celebrity-wise, but bro, just pure talent. Like this guy's unbelievable. I really like him. I really like Keyshawn Davis too. I don't know how good. I don't know how good Keyshawn Davis will be, but I mean, bro, he's pretty impressive.
He's impressive.
He's like, he looks ripped. Like he's ripped. Like he, compared to like other fighters that I saw, like he like compared to all the other fighters on that card, he was like the most like
physically like developed in his core, strength wise, and what he's only 21, 18. I honestly don't know the age.
22.
Oh, he's 22. He's my age.
Did you see Troy Isley?
I didn't see that one. The one I just saw the main event, the main card.
Yeah. Go back and watch Troy Isley's ass whooping that he put on.
I think it was a 1 round, right?
I think it was like 2 rounds. It was an ass whooping though. It was a lot of ass whooping that took place last night, man. That shit was...
Another one that I also was impressive because like I'm not really high on him, but bro, he looked real good last night. Ali Walsh, he looked real solid.
He's getting better.
He's getting better, bro. He's getting better. Like at least you got to respect him. At least putting the work in the gym.
He's not gonna be that guy though.
No, I know. Of course, I don't think
he'll be a world champion though.
No, bro. Like to be
a guy, intercontinental or some shit like
he'll be a world champion.
To be a guy, you have to go through the amateurs. I feel like it's real tough to not be an amateur fighter and then come out of nowhere and just start fighting out of 1 year.
Jake Paul,
but bro, you're not a champion.
Hey, check this out.
MVP belt.
He's gonna be a world champion. I promise.
Who, Walsh or
Walsh?
No doubt. They're definitely gonna push him to a world champion.
Fight for a vacant belt.
Yeah, they'll find. Yeah,
theyll
fight Abdul Yodim or some shit.
Someone's gonna take.
He's gonna get the WBO belt.
And who takes him out? Because someone's gonna take his name. They're building him up for somebody.
No, they probably build him up because they're making money.
No, of course.
Oh yeah, he
put ass in seats.
He's a part of branding. He's definitely a part of branding.
He's like an Edgar Berlanga to me, but not as good.
Right. Yeah, he got Ali's name, man. That's all it takes.
Let me tell you something about Nico Ali Walsh though. He's a hell of a guy.
He is, bro.
See, that's what's going. See, people don't understand that shit. These boxers don't understand.
Elite boxing.
He's more than boxing. He's more than just a boxer. You know what I'm saying? He's a brand, and he understands that he's a brand, and he's doing that shit accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like he's already thinking. Like I know my grandpa. This the shit he got going on. Let me elevate this shit. And the motherfucker, he a people's champ, bro.
No, he is.
Like in the crowd. He's talking to everybody, taking pictures of everybody, bro. He make you feel like you know them your whole life. People like that, it don't matter if they lose 1,000 fights. You want them to win. Like when I see him fight, I want to see him win. Like when I seen him on the card, I got excited. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker is cool. Like he sat and talked with me and DJ for damn near 30 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
I talked to him yesterday for about 30 minutes, just chopping it up, bro. Good dude. So he gonna be world champion because he learning. It's not like he bullshit. So all right, Max, we can put a bet up. You know what I'm saying?
Who you think gonna be world champion first, him or Jake Paul?
Oh shit, neither one of them. Jake Paul.
They both gonna fight each other for the Intercontinental ABC belt of fucking Texas or something.
The difference between Nico Ali Watts, he's actually fighting people that are boxers.
Who?
Jake Paul hasn't fought a boxer yet.
Man, that boxer shit's a weak excuse. Some of these boxers are trash.
That's a fact.
We know dudes off the street that never been professionals that could whoop half these boxers' asses. Like, respect for getting in the ring, but if you 0-17, I'm not gonna be, oh, but he was a real boxer. He fought him. Like, fuck that.
I'm gonna tell you this though. It was Spence Porter in LA. I still got the video on my Instagram. I'm gonna try to find that shit and send it to you, Max. My cousin, his homeboy was an amateur boxer. Had them hands. A nigga tried to swing. That nigga rolled with that punch, nigga, and stuck his ass. I said, all right, nigga, that's boxing for your ass. And you think you don't just come running on the boxer, nigga? They know.
Well, is that Bone Crusher? Is it Bone Crusher in the? Is that his name? His nickname in the casino?
I don't know what
you're talking about. Oh, I saw some dude like
the bounty hunter.
Yeah, bounty hunter. There you go. Yeah.
You know I had him on my show before and shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I only saw that part.
Fred, if I can ask you one more thing.
Yeah.
2 more things, honestly.
Well, hurry up. I'm getting out of here. What's up?
I saw that Bud was at the fight. I mean, bro, it just makes it more. I mean, I know that these are his fighters, like his boys and stuff, but like his case just keeps getting worse and worse. Worse and worse, bro.
He has no case, dog.
In the ring with them, like Bob's in the ring too. Like, bro, it has to be so fucking awkward.
Oh my god. He's so retarded.
And then the last thing was, I think if they were to fight right now, any fighter, I think I would take Shakur over any fighter.
Okay.
Prisoner of the moment.
I don't think he'd be favorited.
He'll be.
I would take him over.
You know,
take him over
Wednesday it'll be better. You know, but I'm very impressed with him. All right, get out of here, Miami. All right, peace. Hey,
But,
I'm very.
Fred, keep your foot on these suckers' necks.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. I gotta run and do some things right now, but
don't rush your song, Fred. Don't rush your song. Don't rush your song. In the words of the great philosopher DB, play the song, Fred.
All right, I'm good.
I'll see you tomorrow, Kyle.
Hey, thank you, man. Shout out to Blue Blood, man, in the building, man. Thank you guys for coming in, man, and
dropping that good on your board. Dropping that Cinco.
Oh man, de Mayo. Hey, Blue Blood, you got to turn that Cinco into Cinco de Mayo, man. Drop that Cinco de Mayo on me.
I'll holler at y'all, man.
Right, thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Max. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you had a great time. Look like you're having a ball. What time did you leave this morning?
You know how I do it.
6 a.m.
6 a.m.
6 a.m.
Yep.
So you just stayed up
all night.
You stayed in the hotel, just talk and relax, got something to eat and all that.
So crazy thing was Dre's was popping until 3 a.m.
Dre's don't. Oh, you went to Dre's
until like 3:30.
Oh, you went to Dre's.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, that was Dre's, huh? Mr. P, Brother Code, D Will, DJ. I forgot. Stacks. I ain't talked to you in 2 days, so I forget to say the names. D Will, Aaron. It's all love in the building. R West, Tino. DJ, get you an iPhone. Nah, stay with the Android, man. You got more memory. Just put a memory card in that motherfucker, man. RPGG, man. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to your brother, man. Aaron, Mr. P, Brother Cole, Batman. Big week for Batman. I have that guy as the favorite. I'm just keeping it a buck. I have that Russian as the favorite. Blue Blood, love you, man. Hey,
tomorrow,
Papa Coloring King, appreciate you. Yeah, I got Bibble as a favorite. Andrew Charles. I don't know why. I'm gonna bet $200 on him. Kyle, they saw you on TV, man. You was on ESPN.
What?
Yeah, they said they saw you. I saw you. Hey, I'll tell you in a second. All right, love y'all, man. I gotta go, man. I love y'all, man. I gotta go. Rob G, I get you tomorrow, dog.